Yo, shout out to the Most High. There's always a high see when we in our Lord state. It's L-Deez, also known Lawrence to One, for another episode of I Need to Know with my special guest. Introduce yourself, G.
Hey, Willie Hen, man. Willie MF Hen, if you really want to know.
So Willie Hen, you know what I'm saying? I love to ask this question first and foremost off the top. How did you get your name?
Man, the hood, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of wheels where I was from, man. You know what I'm saying? It was Willie L, Willie Lewis, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of wheels. So, you know, they just started giving us, you know, our part of our last name or our last initial, you know what I'm saying? So first three letters of my last name is H-E-N.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Willie Hen.
So was that your first rap name?
My first rap name was probably Young Dominic. My middle name.
Gotcha. Oh, so you just gonna stick around your name, huh?
Hey man, I heard it was a good thing. Now, if you look at it, it's trendy. When I first did it, you know, everybody had a cool name. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I guess I was a pioneer. You know, it was only Nas. You know, Jay-Z named Sean Carter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Tupac and Nas.
Tupac and Nas. Nas, you know, first three letters of his name.
Yeah, like it's some of the greats though, the name they self after them, like Kendrick.
Yeah.
You know, Andre. You know, so
J. Cole.
Yeah, so you know.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing. I seen that correlation early on. Once I saw it become trendy, I peeped that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So talk about being young and your journey through Frisco and where you met hip hop at.
Man, my journey through Frisco and where I met hip hop at. Man, I met hip hop on the corner of Fillmore and McAllister Streets in the Filthy Mo in the Fillmore district of San Francisco, California. And I say that because, you know, that's where Prince Hall Apartments, where I first started off at is, you know what I'm saying, 1020 Fillmore to be exact, you know what I'm saying, and my mama, when she upgraded her stereo system, she gave me her old stereo, and it had a Sugar Hill Gang record in it.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying, that was like my first dose. Like a lot of people first dose of hip hop, it happened to be mine. I remember the little swirly thing on the, you know what I mean? And I played that thing, you know what I mean, 100 times before I even knew, and I was scratching, playing, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing, you know what I mean?
You referring to a record, right?
A record.
Okay.
A piece of vinyl.
Well, see, I know that, but I got to clarify that for people like, you know.
A piece of vinyl, man. Yeah. I got the hand-me-down stereo from Ma Dukes, you understand me, and it had a hip-hop record in that thing waiting for me, man. And that was my first dose.
Okay. Just to paint the picture, what year is it?
We ain't gonna age me now, man. You know what I'm saying? It was the 80s, though.
Okay. Well, we can run that.
It was the 80s, you know. And then when I went outside, it was Huey MC and Rapping Forte, man. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know, back in the day, we used to play ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have access to everything like you do today. Mm-hmm. But back then, you know, you go outside, you're going to hear somebody from the neighborhood or, you know, a neighbor or across the bridge or, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's almost tangible.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Man, Huey MC, I just remember the way Huey MC painted pictures, you know what I'm saying? It was captivating to me. You know what I'm saying? I felt everything. It was like a movie. So he probably influenced my storytelling, you know what I'm saying? Walking down the street, got a lint in my pocket.
Yeah.
Looking for a lick, man, I got a rock, you know, just, you can see that shit, you know what I mean? Gold was just driving cars, and then, you know, Forte was on this player shit, and you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where I fell in love with it, man, right there.
Now, this is what I want to know. How big is Fillmore?
Man, Fillmore is, if you ask in heart or in what, you know what I mean? In heart or in just size per capita, you know what I mean?
Where you want to start at?
I mean, in heart, it's bigger than Mars, you know what I'm saying? It's bigger than Mars if we talking heart, but you know, it's a bunch of sets in Fillmore, man. I can't explain it because I just realized I know the city only, about 7 by 7 square miles, but it's a million motherfuckers in that 7.7 miles. But Fillmore, we got so many sets, man. It's probably over like 20 different sets. These is meaning like all the different apartment complexes and house neighborhoods. They all they own shit. It's like, how you can lump some neighborhoods. This all the Ville or this all. Yeah. And the Mo, it's like everybody would, this. They might all be from this block, or we all down the way or up the way, but everybody be on their own shit. So it's like 20-something sets. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, and they all mixed in. Like you see them houses and shit. You turn left, you might end up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might end up somewhere you don't want to be.
You know what? Because Frisco, right, is like Oakland in a sense where there's bad blocks, but then there's pockets.
Yeah.
You could be cool on like a 40th, but then you might make a right and it might be looking a little shady on 41st and 2nd,
Right, exactly. It's like Steiner Street. You could be in front of them houses, them full houses, but then if you keep going down the hill, you know what I'm saying, you could be somewhere you don't want to be. Thank God they got a police station right in the middle of our neighborhood, not just the city, just in the middle of our neighborhood. It's a fucking police station right there.
You know it got to be bad when a rapper say thank God. It's you know what I'm saying?
I mean, because it would be terrible for it's a new, and that makes Fillmore Street a neutral zone in a sense right now. We just was rolling through the block today, got out and family reunion time, you know what I'm saying? But it's a beautiful thing just to have one place because, once the friction, it's just like any other hood, any other city. After you stop funking with the crosstown people, you have that inner turmoil funk. So we got a lot of that inner turmoil, inner neighborhood politics going on. Yeah.
So I know that JT, the bigger figures from Fillmore, right?
Right.
Were you ever on Get Low?
No, I was never on Get Low, but I'm definitely a Get Low affiliate. I'm featured on projects, with Get Low, and then of course, me and Quinn are close, me and D-Mo the youngster, me and Seth the Gaffler, we all have our own relationships. And I grew up with JT just off the rip, which is crazy. Like I'm talking about flipping on the mattress in the Sandbox days with the bigger figure, whether he remember or not.
Yeah.
Prince Hall, Fig, wherever you see me, you remember.
Shout out to Fig, though. I think he may be in Africa.
Yeah, he might be in Africa, man. Shout out Fillmore Africa. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, worldwide. He said he branded the Fillmore movement. More power to you, brother. Yeah. You need that,
Okay. So talk about the first rap that you wrote.
The first rap that I wrote? Man, the first real rap that I wrote, I was probably about 16. It's about 16, maybe 14, between 14 and 16. And my cousin was executive producer. My cousin was the weed man. He ain't the weed man no more, and it's legal now, so I can talk about it.
Yeah, go for it.
But my cousin was the weed man in my neighborhood, so he was having a little money. But I wasn't rapping at the time, but his homeboys was rapping. So he executive produced, put their CD out and all that. And they were finishing up a song. They happened to just be at my granny house. You know what I'm saying? You know how granny house be the spot where you run into everybody. We all done lived there. You know what I mean? So he working on a song with his partners, and they in there rapping and getting it together, and I'm just listening to the beat. I'm outside writing my shit, like, because I'm already getting ready to make my move. I'm like, they ain't gonna be able to turn me down. If I write something dope and I just come in and I'm ready, they gonna have to put me on it.
That's
so
right.
I'm ear hustling. I didn't even make my move yet. I'm just listening, like, right there. Going there and say my shit, you know what I'm saying, and made the cut. That's like my first real rap.
Like that?
Like that.
Just like that?
Yep. A song called The Barbecue.
That's funny, though, because wasn't Nas on, wasn't that?
Ain't that crazy? Yeah, Nas was on a song called The Barbecue.
Live at something like that,
yeah. That's just the type of shit we was talking about when you first, when you young, you ain't really talking about a whole bunch of extra stuff at that age. A barbecue was something. We was more chill, I think, back then. Yeah. To even make a song, it's a dope song. Like, y'all look it up. It's called BSB. Search BSB The Barbecue, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But it was some cool vibes, some chill vibes. I pictured Oakland during my whole verse because we spent a lot of time in Oakland.
Yeah.
That's where we can let our hair down there in Oakland.
Yeah. So what do you think is some of the biggest differences, like when you was rapping like in the 90s or something like that, the 90s vibe versus now?
The biggest difference is the control over your music, man, to be able to put yourself out, put anything, you come up with out on your own. It wasn't that easy for us to get to reach people. We needed somebody else to reach, to reach people. Wasn't no internet. Just think about that. It might have been the internet, but it wasn't no YouTube, wasn't no SoundCloud, no MySpace. No Facebook, no Insta, no Snap, no TikTok, no Twitter. So if y'all same rappers, if the young rappers can imagine that, and how would you push, that's what we did, and that's the biggest difference, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's beautiful that you can get to the people now, you know what I mean?
Do you like, you being an OG in the game and shit like that, do you like a lot of the new music?
Yeah, I fuck with them. I got songs with Neff the Pharaoh. I got songs with Slimmy B. I got one with Me Fab and Slimmy B. Ain't nobody heard. That's gonna go crazy. I got I like the little homies from my neighborhood, Lil Yee and Lil P, Galaxy Adams, P Streets. It's a few young cats from the neighborhood that's going. My boy Wally Bang, you know what I'm saying? Gunner and Stunner. I seen y'all been working with my little homies, Gunner and Stunner.
Yeah.
Yeah. They, I like their music. I like some of it. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't mad because I feel like I can play with all those different cadences and genres. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I don't necessarily particularly check for anybody. It ain't a whole bunch of the young guys I can name off. But when I come across, Mozzie and, you know what I mean, certain young guys, man, I got to give it to them,
Yeah,
the ones who put the work in and the creative, if you can tell if they bullshitting or not. The ones that ain't bullshitting, I'm fucking with them.
It's crazy because I was listening, and I think when it come to like rapping, I think naturally Mozzie is one of the dopest rappers.
Right.
Because like even just like some of the stuff that he actually come up with and the words that he's probably a natural born rapper. Like some people, they kind of got to work and being tight or something like that.
Right.
Like I think that he's like one of the purest rappers I've probably ever heard.
He's definitely an MC, you know what I'm saying? Like, I pay attention to, who's serious about their craft, too. That's what I'm saying. That's how I judge. Like, when I listen to Neff, I know Neff is crafty. He ain't just, the young guys now say, man, I don't even write, dog. I just go in and freestyle. That ain't nothing to brag on to me. Because I don't write on paper, but I write my raps in my head.
Yeah.
You understand? Meaning I memorize. When I do a 16, just because you don't see me with a paper, I had to memorize that whole 16, and I might have done 2 of them or 3 of them. So, you know what I'm saying? When we say we don't write, that's what Jay-Z and Weezy does. We write in our head. We just don't, I pace back and forth. I play the beat a million times and just write. That's just a skill I hone.
Yeah.
I'll keep it real, just being on the road. Driving, not being able to pull over and write some shit in a notepad. So I had to figure out how can I play my CD for 5 hours on my way to LA and still write a rap. So Definitely. That's how I got good at the shit. But what I think the youngsters are saying they're doing, and they trying to put that in, let me just do this for the people and let's clarify that. They're saying that they come up with a little something, they bob, let me record that real quick.
Yeah.
And then they come up with another little piece, record that, and then they keep stacking little pieces, maybe a 2-bar, 4-bar. That's not what I do at all.
Yeah.
I take my time with this shit, y'all. You understand me? I work on this shit for hours and, you know what I mean, days. I might 2-3 days if to make it right. You understand me? So that's not, I don't do the punch in thing like that. You know what I mean?
Well, what's crazy? You could tell when somebody punches in.
Right.
That I think it's a plus. I think it's a plus, but I think that it can also make somebody lazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's just like, I mean, it's cool, I guess, if you can do it. It's just like if you have access to the studio where you can just sit there, fuck around and do one little bar here and there. But I would challenge them to remember all that shit in a row because it's gonna come out crispier.
Yeah.
If you can remember it, you know. Now there may be a time when you have to just come up with it on the spot, and if that's your process, go ahead and do that. But if you have the beat at home or something, you know, take your time and write the whole shit out because it'll help with your memory during shows and performances. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely is. I was just gonna get into shows. Like when you perform, do you perform over the lyrics or do you have a show tape or what?
I make a show tape. I punch out. You know, I might have the vocals to accent words or words where I take an air break. You know what I'm saying? I'll have, and it'll be instrumental and then, you know, accent words.
Yeah.
Just to juice it up. But I try to get through it without it. You know, but I've had to do over the lyrics just based on, okay, y'all got the song off the internet, then I got to rap over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But other than that, I make a show tape.
Yeah.
I try my best to.
And how many albums do you have today?
How many albums?
Or projects, I should say.
Projects. I got Scarface Presents the Product 100 and Fully Loaded, Done Deal Family. I got about 3 mixtapes. I got Gangsta Mackin', I got 2000 and Hen, Willie Hen 2000 and Hen, Willie Hen Gangsta Mackin', and then Willie Hen Respect My Flow. Mm-hmm. Those are my 3 projects, then a group album, and then like, you know, a bunch of compilations and group albums. But as far as whole solo albums, I am still a new artist in that aspect.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I got group projects out. I'm known for collectives, and I got some mixtapes, but I'm still a new artist.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, do you ever use auto-tunes?
I've used some type of form of auto-tune, like, you know, not to really like, y'all hear my voice, so I can play with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? My voice is my instrument. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes y'all might think it's auto-tune and it's just me doing this, you dig what I'm saying? But, you know, I've played with auto-tune a little bit. I mean, not the standard how everybody else shit sound, but a little enhancement.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all right. You know what I mean? I don't like to do a lot of it, just a little bit here and there. Unless I'm doing a hook or something.
Coming up, was it hard, like when you was in field mode, to do songs like with people from Hunters Point? Could that take place? Was it that type of atmosphere back then?
The song "Frisco Niggas Ain't No Punk" changed that. That's what allowed us to be cool with the Point. You know, when RBL, JT, when Get Low and RBL hooked up for "Frisco Niggas Ain't No Punk," is what kind of killed the beef with, I mean, because we used to have shootout. You know, it was ugly. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to speak too much on that, but it was ugly. You know, that whole little crosstown funk was real. So, hell nah, we wasn't doing no songs to them niggas, and they wasn't fucking with us either. I would keep it funky, but Frisco Niggas Ain't No Punk, I'm so thankful for that because I love the shit out of Black Sea. You know what I'm saying? And all they're my niggas. So it's like, I'm glad we ain't funky because they are big bros. Like, nigga, y'all, we can salute, you know what I mean? Like, if it was still funky, like, man, I ain't fucking with the nigga. Knowing you be playing, don't give me no bammer or weed. Knowing you be bumping some shit, but then you gotta hate the niggas because you funkin'. But
so was it like during that shit before that song? Could y'all play a record? Like, would it be like, say like I'm your cousin from Oakland and I'm coming to see you, right? And I pull up a lesson to be learned and don't give me no bammer weed. And somebody said, hey, man, tell your cousin.
Might turn that shit off like how they do Mozzie in certain parts of Sac. I think it's like that. I think it was like that now because we was bumping our own shit, and then it made us closer to other people because we was bumping we passed the Point, and we was bumping the EPA nigga shit. We was bumping Chunk.
Yeah.
And them EPA nigga shit. We was barely fucking with the Point niggas, even though they was in our own city.
Yeah.
But once that shit lifted up, it was beautiful because rap can bridge some gaps, man.
It can.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. I'm glad that I was always in the hip hop community because of the way I moved. You know what I'm saying? I done lived in the Point, all kind of shit. If I was a fuck nigga, you feel me? And then did too much, I'd have never been able to do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? To live on 3rd and Palouse.
Yeah.
The heart, you feel me?
Because the main street is like 5th, right?
3rd.
Okay.
3rd Street. But like the point, man, that shit, you ever been up there on that hill?
Yes, I've been there. I forgot where I was, but
all
it was like
projects that you been up in the
they like built in the like side of the hill, right?
Walls and man, no, it's hell of them up there. The point is big, bro.
Yeah,
like the point got hit. You just can't see it from the level. From 3rd is a main drag, but once you go past 3rd up them hills, bro, it's about 10, 20 motherfucking projects up there too. The ones built in the hill, that's Harbor Road and Oakdale, I think. That's like two different. That's like only two in West Point. Yeah. West Point and Harbor Road is like diagonal across from each other, but they was funking with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like 10 to 15 big ass projects back there too, bro. They just tucked away in them hills.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So where do you see yourself out on this next project?
On this next project right now, I got a project with Tone Capone that we've been cooking for years. It just, once we did the whole Scarface and the product shit, we kind of put what we was doing on hold. You know what I'm saying? So we got songs stacked from there and songs we've completed in between. You know what I'm saying? And we was doing a lot of negotiation, label type, bureaucratic shit that'll stop you from, you know what I mean, putting your own independent shit out, because we wanted to keep the momentum going, you know what I'm saying, with a possible label situation. So it kind of slowed us down in that aspect. So we got a lot of songs that we stacked from that period and new songs, as he sends me shit over the years. So, you know what I mean? Me and him got an album we've been sitting on forever. And I got an EP with one of my young, hungry producers that I'm gonna do to all his beats, maybe a 5-6 song thing, and then I got a compilation type album just with assorted artists from the city and the Bay, you know what I mean, that I've been wanting to put on and let them get heard.
So earlier I heard that you said we. When you say we, you mean Tone Capone. So are you saying that you and Tone Capone did the beats on the product?
Yeah, Tone Capone did a lot of that shit on the product. He did In the Hood, my solo song that I got the hip hop quotable for. He did all the hot shit. Gangsta-matic, what's that? Too Real for TV. He did so many of them. He did a lot of tracks on it. He did a lot of them, if not half the album. He did at least half the album, you know what I'm saying? What Tone did definitely set the tone for the album, too.
Yeah.
He definitely set the tone. I feel like with In the Hood and all that, how, you know what I'm saying, we had that joint ready before the product was even thought of.
So how did you link up with Tone Capone?
I linked up with Tone just being in the rap game. Quinn was working with him. Quinn was doing that thing with J.R. Ryder at that time, you remember? I Give You My Word, I think was the CD with the Giants on it. It was.
What year was that? Like 2003?
Yeah, probably about 2003. He was over there with J.R. Ryder, and they was putting out a project. And Tone had heard me. I think I did a song on Quinn shit, and Tone wanted to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get the nigga in. Quinn finally put the shit together. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know if he got at me through Quinn. That nigga found me somehow.
Yeah.
He found his way to get to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to say it was Quinn though, just because that's what I can think of. You know what I mean? But we finally got together, man, and we've been rocking ever since, man. Shout out Tone Capone.
So how did you get the link with Scarface though and the other members of the product?
Well, of course, Tone made Smile for Tupac and Scarface. He made I Got 5 on it. Tone was always fucking with Rap a Lot, just, producing Mary Jane for Face. Let's just start from there. He made Mary Jane for Scarface, one of Face's biggest songs. And, and shit for Sieg. Rap a Lot had Seagram, y'all remember? Then I Got 5 on it with the Loonies. Yuck ended up going to Rap a Lot, so that relationship never went anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that was an easy alley-oop. Same way how Tone got to me, that's how we got to Face. Him playing Face some of my shit, you know what I mean? Over the phone, Face, you got to hear my young guy. Face heard that, man. Get that nigga down here, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The rest was history. He was still. I always say this, but he was still the president of Def Jam South at the time. You know, just trying to paint the timeline. You know what I mean? So he was still doing that. So before the product was even thought about, I did something on the Ghetto Boys Foundation album on a song called The 1, 2s, and the 3, and then he flew me down another time. That was just like a time to kick it, and you know what I'm saying, fuck it, I'm in the studio working on this, and then he still had a soundtrack he was in charge of with on the Def Jam side.
Yeah.
So he flew me, Young Matt, to get into your other question with as far as how I get with the other guy in the product. He flew myself, Young Malice, and about 3 or 4 other guys from all over the country. You know what I'm saying? Some from Florida. I think Triple J was one of them. Nova Kane. There's a couple other cats from Miami. You understand what I'm saying? And he had us all. We just cranking out songs for a soundtrack. Whatever one y'all pick, you know, we making shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was our first introduction, and then out of that, he came up with an idea for a group. You know what I'm saying? And he picked me and my boy Young Malice out of Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And was y'all on Rap a Lot?
We were on Koch. That was Face's first time doing the whole independent thing. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, him and Jay is brothers. Jay wanted us now. I could say this too, Jay. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but you know, Jay, I heard Jay say, man, you should have brought them boys to me, man. You know, because it was such a family vibe, though, because when we first got to Houston, that's like our first stop, Rap a Lot.
Yeah.
Sat at Jay house. You know, I was watching Jay Jr. and them coming in out the, you know, the office when we was at the compound with all the cars up under there. You got the stretch Barrettes and stretch Ferraris and Lamborghinis up under that motherfucker. No cap.
Yeah.
Stretch PT Cruisers and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus the Rolls Royce, you know. You had a brand new Rolls Royce double eye in that motherfucker. We took the stickers off the window together.
Yeah.
Rolled the papados. Ate oysters on a half shell, man, in a brand new Rolls Royce Jack. You know what I'm saying? But it was always love. Jay was supportive of us. I would have loved to have him had to take it through Rap a Lot too, but I think Koch offered that boy too much money he couldn't refuse, you know.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Do you still have a good relationship with Jay Prince?
Yeah, man. I've seen Jay after that. I done ran into Jay in Vegas, you know, and I'd come up behind, what up, Jay? Boy, what you doing there? Jay a cool motherfucker, man. I done seen Jay at the strip club in Houston, just me and Malice fucking around. Jay got 50 niggas with him, you know what I'm saying? He'll stop and give it up. That's a good brother, man. That's a praying man, you know what I'm saying? That's a godly man. So, you know what I'm saying? He a good dude, man. I would love to still do some business with him. You know what I mean?
So you thinking about hooking up with Rap a Lot?
Yeah, man, if they had me. Yeah. I just was with Junior a couple years back, too. We happened to be on the same steakhouse ticket. You know how when you got to have 4 people, like at a Benihana's or something?
Yeah.
And they do it with another party. So I'm with a party of 4, and then I'm a little late, but they said, you know, the party of 4 that's waiting for me happened to be Jay Prince Jr. and his boys.
Yeah.
So it was big, and I said, hold on, man. You know, because at first you ain't tripping. I ain't trying to see who these niggas really is.
I'm talking to Mike a little bit.
You feel me? I'm just trying to eat. I ain't even know it was them at first, and then I looked over there. I seen the Rap a Lot chain. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was Jazz for a minute, and then it ended up being Junior. You know,
is Jazz and Jay brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Jazz and Jay Prince Jr. is brothers.
Gotcha.
Jazz the one that brought Drake to the table.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. But they were some, there was some young guys. They had to be probably like 17, 16 back in them days. Younger than that, but, you know, I'm glad to see them become young businessmen like they pops, man.
Yeah.
It's a good legacy to keep going.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
I was going to ask you, is Koch still around?
Yeah, punk ass. Then let me scratch that. Yeah, they morphed into E1 Entertainment. So whenever you see E1 Entertainment associated with television or music, that's who Kachi is now.
Yeah.
They was cool though, man. Shout out to D. If D ever see this, man, D was really. It was some people at Koch that was rooting for us.
Yeah.
Courtney, D. You know, even Allen. Allen was cool. Allen Grunblatt was cool too.
Yeah.
President.
Do you feel like the product? Do you think that album did good on Koch?
I think it did. It just didn't have no. It didn't have no promo. You know what I'm saying? I think it did good. It did good as far as the cult following. Like the people who fuck with the product are some special people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't met one product fan that was a weirdo. They were all, you know, some real solid people. You know what I'm saying? They all say, man, this got me through this got me through that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think it did good. I think it might be gold. It probably to have no promotion, just one video, you know what I'm saying? Back then, you know, it was still before YouTube, bro.
Yeah,
we gotta look at it like that. And our label mate was Jim Jones at the time, and he had Ballin'. So you know that was
a huge record.
Yeah, that was a huge record. You know? And they probably put a little bit more in the market and the record and everything than we did. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And what is your latest project?
My latest project is what I'm working on now. It's the EP with the little young. It's the EP with my young producer. I don't want to put no names on it, just and no dates and nothing like that right now. But it's pretty much done.
Who is the young producer?
Soda. I'm gonna call him Soda.
Okay.
Soda Beats.
Gotcha. Where you find him at?
Out of Frisco, right in the hood, right in Fillmore, little young hidden gem over there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And you said that you're gonna have like how many songs on there?
I might do a whole damn album, but I'm gonna start out with 5 or 6. I'm gonna give him an EP.
Yeah.
Just to wet him. I got it. I'm putting him on like you should do a young producer. I got songs with some great artists on there. I got one of his beats with me, Keek the Sneak, and Home Wrecker on it. You know what I'm saying? I got a song. I'm gonna put some good guys on these songs. You know what I mean? I might put Face on one of his beats just to really turn him up one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? San Quinn. You know what I mean? Just a few guys. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put Stunner on one. You know what I mean? That's how you turn your young producer up.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
And I was gonna ask you a question real quick. It almost flipped my mind. Damn. You said, damn, I just had a brain freeze.
Tone Capone?
No, it was about Stunner and Gunner. Yeah, you said that you got. Gunner. Yeah, you said you got them on there, right? Wasn't you in that movie too, right?
Yeah.
How did you get that line?
How did I get that role?
Yeah.
I auditioned.
Okay.
Real audition, man. I had to earn mine. Wasn't no role created for me already, Jack. I had to go audition about 2 times. 2 times I had to audition for the assistant director and the director. And, you know what I'm saying? They didn't tell me that I got it until I was at wardrobe.
Yeah.
Tried. Then they broke out the paperwork. It was like, oh, they didn't tell you got it.
Yeah.
I think directors be playing with people like that, too.
Yeah, they do.
On purpose.
Yeah, they do. Kind of like an old school HIV test.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you nigga. We didn't tell you yet? You being nervous and shit, huh? Yeah,
you take the test, they say, oh, you're here for your results. Then they come back and then they start asking you all these questions. So,
who's with you?
How often do you have sex? And then do all that shit. Then you be up in there sweating straight bullets. But then you be cool though.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how they did, sweating me out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got down there to try on some clothes. I'm thinking I might be a stand-in or something. I just wanted something to do with the movie, period. I'm glad that that I won them over and got to have the part, because then that's huge.
Yeah, movies is the wave, though.
Yeah.
Do you ever think that you're going to be in a lot more movies coming soon?
Definitely. I'm already geared up for it. My mind is already there. Hollywood shut down. I'll probably be auditioning somewhere right now, trying to get in a flick.
How have you adjusted to this COVID?
Man, just like everybody else, staying in the house a whole bunch. But I've been using my time wisely, you know what I'm saying? When I do come out, it's usually just for work and for stuff like this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm kicking back quarantine, writing a song a day.
I got to ask you a question. That's just what I was going to ask you. Do you still have the same joy of writing music as you did when you first wrote that rap outside your grandmother's house?
I do. I got my heart broken by music, when I learned about all the politics behind it, but I've regained my love and passion for it. I enjoy writing. I enjoy the creative process. I got a whole, I'm up in the middle of the damn night. I'm a vampire with this shit. That's when I'm most creative, because like even when we recorded the product or one of those albums, I know when we recorded that soundtrack, we were in the studio from midnight to 8 a.m. like every morning. And I still kind of create like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you on a label?
No, I got my own label though. MGM, Mac Game Music.
Gotcha.
Believe that.
Yeah, you got any artists?
I ain't got nobody yet, but I'm looking at a rapper named L-Deez and Cali Lingo.
Okay.
My two little cousins.
They dope?
I'm trying to get them to come on home.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They think I'm Big Red or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to...
Big Red? Big Red? From the 5 Heartbeats?
Yeah. They treat me like I'm Big Red or something. I'm like, man, cuz I'm just trying to put y'all in the right position. It's going to be more that come with me than anybody else. You're going to have free mentorship, artist development. It's a lot more that come with me. Y'all come on home, man.
Yeah.
We ain't going to keep talking about this. Come on home, man. Come on home, Skinny.
You sound like Jay now.
Come on home, Skinny Black. We need you, baby.
So what are some of the things that you think that the game is missing now?
Artist development. Artists need to know how to come to establishments like this and talk and answer questions without saying, "Oh, what else gonna say, blah, shit, I don't know, we had lean and then, that type of shit, they need help so that they don't do that on the mic." That was acting right there, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey.
They need a little artist development just for things like that, for these type of situations, and just to know how to conduct themselves. So, especially if you're the leader and the head of your pack, man, because I hated to see that happen to King Von like that, man. Rest in peace.
That was deep, man.
Yeah.
I'm serious, though. That was deep. Because, look, check this out, because this is a platform, right?
Right.
And my business partner is very professional.
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I'm saying? So I be tripping off like when I used to drink.
Right.
Like I used to drink every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I was winding down, I might have went like 3 months versus 9 months. I might have been 9 months clean and sober, but 3 months here and there.
Right.
And that's a hell of an improvement besides drinking every day. Now I don't have a drop.
Right.
But sometimes when artists like come and they be loaded and shit like that, I be like, that's cool, but you got to represent your brand to the fullest.
Right. Now, if you the high nigga, if that's your brand, then that's perfect for you.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Old Dirty Bastard, right?
Right.
But it's also 8 other motherfuckers, and he's not the lead spokesman.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the most colorful, though.
Yeah, yes, sir.
But you still got, RZA gonna answer the questions, then Method Man is pretty much, and then if you like the underground trap boy shit, then it's Ghostface, and then Ghostface and Ray for that.
Right.
And then it's the other motherfuckers that can really rap kind of cool or something like that you really don't trip off of.
Yeah.
But Old Dirty Bastard, I mean, in every group,
that was the Old Dirty Bastard. That was his brand.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say if it's your brand. Yeah, but now if you come in to conduct business, man, you want the people to be able to hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? You want to pronunciate. You want to, you know what I mean? How you gonna give me your Instagram if you like, what the fuck, blah, what my shit again, bro? What's my Instagram again? Like, you that fucked up, you can't even tell a motherfucker your Instagram. So, like, to answer your question fully, artist development, training, PR training, You know what I'm saying? That's what's and I don't mind doing it because I'm a natural mentor anyway. I mentor any of my young homies on their way up that's striving. You know what I mean? So if y'all know me, man, ask me the question. If I can answer it, I'm going to answer it for you. But that's probably what's missing.
Damn, that's crazy. You damn near can start up a hip-hop etiquette school in this month.
Yes, sir. I'm here for you. You know what I mean?
For sure. So before we get out of here, man, is there anything that you want to say? Props, Instagram handles, where can people find your stuff at?
Oh, man, you can find me at Instagram at WILLIEHEN, all one word. Facebook, probably Willie Hen or Willie _Hen. Twitter, Willie Hen. Just, search it. It's WILLIEHEN. You know what I mean? I'm everywhere. You know what I mean? And Mac Game, I'm also on Mac Game Music for the label, is on Instagram. MACKGAMEMUSIC.
For sure, man. Thanks for coming out.
Hey, man, thanks for having me, man.
Okay.
Hey, and much success, man, to y'all.
For sure. We going up, man. And shout out to my producer, S-Class, man. What's up, boy?
S-Class.
And I am L-Deez, also known Lawrence the One, for another episode of I Need to Know. And as usual, come on, you know what I want.